Alrighty lot, so as I'm sure you can tell by the title of the video, today I want to speak about David Dobrik and the allegations made against him. Scotty Sire from the Vlog Squad recently came out with an apology, basically like trying to defend his friends, and so we're going to analyse that and have a look at it and just see if it was good enough really. A lot of people don't seem to think so based off the like to dislike ratio, but yeah, let's just have a look and let's see. If you don't know, recently David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad got accused of sexual assault. It's basically they made a prank where they set one of their guy friends up to kiss another guy and he wasn't obviously into it, and it's like, you know, he didn't know and stuff, so it's very, I don't know, blurred lines I guess in that area, and we're gonna have a look at the justification, the reason why, and just basically their reasoning for it and their side of the story, because obviously there's always two sides to the story, so yeah.
Typically, the Vlog Squad does not address rumors and lies and gossip because it platforms the person telling the lies, draws attention to it, and we know who we are, we know our character, we know we're good people, and we know it's not true.
This for me, I don't really get it. Like, I don't know why you have to mention that. Like, I don't know what relevancy being good people has to do with the allegations. Like, I don't know, it feels like you're just trying to justify it already, but I guess we'll see.
But this has gotten to a point where it's such a serious accusation that it needs to be addressed. Everybody makes mistakes. I am not an angel. I've definitely made mistakes myself, and all we can hope for when we make mistakes is to learn and grow from those mistakes.
Okay, yeah, I agree on that.
That being said, telling a lie is a mistake itself, and there's been a lot of that going around. First of all, David's a great person. Jason's a great person. In fact, they're both fantastic people. David doesn't have a mean bone in his body. He's so nice. When someone does something that really upsets him, he gets disappointed instead of angry and be like, why'd you do that? Like, that's not cool, dude. And Jason also is like the sweetest, most caring, there for you anytime you need him person in the world. So to see them being attacked like this is just like, it's ridiculous.
I guess the problem I have with this part is I don't understand what relevancy it has to the situation. Like, that's great and all, but like, you just meant to talk about the allegations, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, they're great people, but like, just talk about the situation at hand. That's why everyone's watching, I guess. But I can understand why. I know he's trying to justify his friends, and obviously this whole situation makes his friends out to be these, you know, terrible people, I guess.
I think that right now the internet is fueled by a lot of unsubstantiated gossip and lies, and that sucks. You got to be careful with what you're putting out on the internet and the claims that you're making without verifying them. If you're telling a lie and it snowballs, it becomes something that you cannot take back. You can't retract it. And then you just end up damaging people's lives for no reason, and probably damaging your own life as well. So I would just like to say, don't call it sharing your truth if you're sharing a lie, because it's not true.
I mean, we're about a quarter of the way into the video, so I'm sure you can see by the little red bar, and I mean, he hasn't even addressed it yet. He's just waffled a bit, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Seth accused David and Jason of sexual assault for a kissing prank that was done in 2017, which is so fucked up because he was part of the videos, he knows what we do, and then after the prank was finished, David asked him.
Too long after that, I had an idea to pull the prank on him again, so I thought it would be fun to blatantly ask him for consent. Do I have permission to try to prank you again and get you to make out with Jason?
I'm very confused by that, because how the hell could you be so confident to tell me that I have to consent to something that I'm not gonna know that I'm gonna do?
David films hours and hours of footage and crams them into 4 minutes and 20 seconds for his vlog. So this clip was cut short to not actually show Seth giving his consent, but showing David asking for the consent.
I mean, that straight up wasn't consent. If you're gonna try to use that as evidence, I mean, there's no evidence that he consented to it. Like, I don't know what relevancy the clip has, because there's no yes, which is what we're looking for really, or yeah, there's no agreement. Like,
now, do you think David would go and film this bit if Seth had said no? No, there's no way in hell.
I mean, based off David's history, yes. I mean, there's been multiple people that have came out and said that even if you try and like tell him not to upload a vlog or take a bit out or stop making that jokes, but like specifically Trisha Paytas, he hasn't done it, so he's trying to pay them off just to get it in. And obviously that whole Todd and Corinna thing that happened in the car, that he tried to pay them to include in the vlog because they didn't want it in. So yes, like, David does anything for content, so yeah.
It's from a period of time when David was always at my house editing, and I very vividly remember when he was editing that clip, there was a clip in there of Seth agreeing and giving his permission to film this bit again. He was like, there's no way you're gonna get it on me again, there's no way you're gonna get me again, so go ahead, go for it.
Why was that not in the video? Like, that was the whole point of the question. The question was, do you consent to me doing another kissing prank? That's surely the key part you would put in the video. Why? Like, I don't know, it's just a bit confusing.
Best, you're the fucking best, David. This motherfucker told me that this was gonna happen again. And I can always respect a fucking man that keeps his word.
You can tell by his reaction at the end of the video that he was pranked, it was all in good fun, and he gave permission beforehand. He gave David props on getting him with that prank a second time. Some of David's vlogs happen just like in real time, you know, like and something will happen and he captures it on film. But most of these things are preconceived and everyone talks about like what bit is going to be filmed. So a lot of the things that Seth was in were his ideas. I'm not saying that these kissing pranks were his ideas, but he did give consent to them and he partook in them, and he partook in several bits after and before the next ones and was totally fine with it.
Pranking someone with a paintball gun and shooting them in the back or something. Sexual assault. There's a line, bro. There's a line. I don't know. I don't know if you can compare that to the average prank that happens in this video, because this isn't a regular occurrence, obviously, but maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, I watched the vlog squad quite a bit, but I don't know.
Like, I'd never heard a word from him about being uncomfortable. No one is here to force anyone to do anything. There's a clip somewhere of Seth pranking Jason.
No one is here to force anyone to do anything, but he didn't know he was doing that, bro. Like, that's just the difference. I don't know. It's a hard one.
3, 2, 1, action!
I happen to like Seths behind.
This is like everybody's fucking around with each other here. We're all friends and like we do dumb shit. David looked through his text messages and found one of Seth's numbers asking him to do the kissing prank a third time. Seth literally requested to do it a third time.
Guys, this is a text from Seth from about 2 years ago. He goes, "Yo, bro, I was thinking about it. I'm down for another kissing sketch." I said, "Haha, what do you mean?" He goes, "Lol, I don't really care as long as you clout me up. I'm not gay, just don't care." And then he sends me this.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's not really a big deal. It's the same shit. Just, I don't know, more open-minded.
For me, this is the biggest part of the video, based off the fact that not only did he consent to doing it a third time, which, that doesn't really take away the fact that he didn't the first and second, which is kind of like the problem at hand here. Do you know what I mean? So, even if he did the second time, the first time clearly wasn't consensual. Like, there was no agreement there. Do you know what I mean? You really have to question Seth's motives and intentions based off those texts. Like, if he was doing all that stuff for clout, it wouldn't surprise me if he was doing this for clout as well. Do you know what I mean? Does he really care? Because I'm starting to question it based off those texts.
I don't know if Seth completely forgot about that or if he just hoped that David would never find it, the way that he hoped that David had a new computer and didn't have the extra 4 hours of footage that surrounded the 4-minute and 20 vlog that included the bit of him consenting to the prank. But what you're doing is fucked up, Seth. Also, you posted revenge porn of our friend Erin. Do you know how that's affected her? You posted revenge porn, which is actually, it's 100% illegal. It's totally immoral and so fucked up. Did you get her consent?
That was out of order. If he did do that, it's just, yeah. There's a valid point. It doesn't excuse what the vlog squad have done, but you can't defend Seth on that. Do you know what I mean? That's just, yeah, the reality of it. I still don't think it's a good way to try and justify what happened to him by going, "Oh, you did this, so that's acceptable." Like, that's kind of what it feels like right now. The whole tone of this video seems quite passive-aggressive to me. I don't know. I
totally understand feelings of regret and feeling uncomfortable about something that you've done in the past, but you can't blame your uncomfortableness or your regret for your actions when you were a part. You partook in it. You were interested in it. You wanted to do it. You wanted to be clouded up. And I could totally see you being uncomfortable about that bit. Now, in hindsight, when you were partaking in it, I know that you were just filming videos for David's channel.
And I kind of agree, to be honest with you. That does kind of seem the way it is. I don't know why all of a sudden he cares now, but I think it takes a lot of time to process these kind of things and look back and be like, "Oh shit, like that wasn't cool." Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, take from that what you will, but
Seth's interview with H3, he talked about the situation in one way, and in his other interviews earlier, he talked about the situation in a completely different way.
At the end of the day, I would have laughed at it if it was someone else. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm a type of person, if I feel like I would laugh at something, like, don't dish anything out if you wouldn't be willing to take it. So I was just like, I've pranked people before. I've done some fucked up shit.
I want to call my mom and see what my mom thinks about this. And I called my mom, and she just started busting up laughing. I'm like, if my mom is laughing her ass off, everyone else are gonna laugh their fucking ass off.
I think the magnitude of the lies you've been spreading are unforgivable, and you should face repercussion.
I can definitely question his motive and morals behind this whole situation. I can understand where Scotty's coming from in like that sense. In terms of the actual situation, I'm still struggling to see like what he's lied about.
Anyway, that's my take on the subject, and I hope that people who feel the need to make big false claims realize that if they're serious enough, they will be addressed, and hopefully you'll get in trouble for it, because it's wrong.
Well, I mean, they haven't really been addressed. I mean, David's got you to do his dirty work for him. I mean, well, I mean, I don't know why he wasn't in this video, why he hasn't made a video, considering you really aren't the centerpiece of all of this. I don't know. I mean, obviously you play a factor because you're part of the vlog squad, but the situations really have nothing to do with you. Like, I want to hear it from Jason and from David and the people that were really involved in it. But obviously it's normal, he just wants to defend his friends, and I get that, but I'm a bit, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys all very much for watching the video. Like down below and subscribe right down there, and maybe comment what you thought about the apology. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and peace out, guys.